Hi, I'm Dr. Brian Young, a naturopathic doctor in Toronto. When it comes to weight loss, slow and steady truly does win the race. But on the other hand, how quickly could it be possible to lose weight? Is there an upper limit? Could this be something you do yourself? Let's find out. I've had a lot of patients tell me things like they would like to lose 10 pounds before their wedding in 3 weeks, or they're trying to lose 4 pounds a week for the next month. And these weight loss goals can seem pretty steep, but if we're talking about medically supervised rapid weight loss, nothing quite compares to weight cutting. Weight cutting is a type of weight loss used by athletes, such as competitive boxers or fighters, to achieve certain weight limits, usually before a specific time, like a weigh-in. This is because competitors in the sport are divided into certain weight classes. Get too heavy, and you could take penalties or even disqualification. As a result, athletes can sometimes be pressured into dropping to a certain weight temporarily to achieve that weight limit and avoid being penalized for the match. That often involves quickly losing weight by all means possible, including by controlled fasting and dehydration. Let's discuss a case where a patient had cut weight in this manner and see what it did to his body. The patient is a 22-year-old male weighing 80.2 kilograms. He is an elite mixed martial arts fighter that is required to drop down to 65.7 kilograms from his current weight of 80.2 kilograms in 8 weeks. That's a total drop of 14.5 kilograms in 8 weeks. His weight loss protocol was structured into 3 phases. Phase 1 lasted from 8 weeks to 1 week before weigh-in. Patient was put onto a calorie-controlled diet consisting of pre-packaged meals. Total calorie intake was measured to be about 1,500 to 1,900 kilocalories per day. His food intake had a balance of 1.5 to 2.5 grams of carbohydrate per kilogram of body weight, 1.6 to 1.8 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight, and 1.8 to 1 grams of fat per kilogram of body weight. Essentially a low carbohydrate diet with some extra carbohydrate to provide energy for training and exercise. Halfway through phase 1, calories were lowered further by reducing protein intake and meal portion sizes, resulting in a total calorie intake of now 1,300 to 1,500 kilocalories per day. The patient was allowed to drink as much water as they wanted during phase 1. Total weight loss during phase 1 was 4.4 kilograms, or about 10 pounds, which is a speed of about 1.4 pounds lost per week during phase 1. That's pretty good. Phase 2 lasted from 1 week to 1 day before weigh-in. Total calorie intake decreased to about 1,000 kilocalories per day, and protein was again increased. His food intake now had a balance of 0.5 grams of carbohydrate per kilogram of body weight, 1.3 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight, and 0.5 grams of fat per kilogram of body weight. Such low amounts of carbohydrate are used to deplete the muscles of glycogen, which is an energy molecule in muscle that is made of carbohydrate. The idea is to decrease the overall mass of the muscles at the expense of muscle performance. The patient was also instructed to drink 8 liters of water per day in a process known as water loading. In water loading, large volumes of water are consumed for several days before the weight cut. Then, a day or so before the weigh-in, the person undergoes a complete fast, meaning no food or water. The idea is that by loading the body with water beforehand, then fasting, the water weight loss afterwards is greater and more drastic than simply fasting. It has to do with the body's response to excess water intake, in which the body compensates for you drinking too much liquid by having the kidney more quickly clear out water. So, by the time you stop drinking, the kidney is already more quickly pumping out water, resulting in more water weight being lost. Weight loss during the week of phase 2 may have been slightly offset by the increases of water weight. However, his total weight loss for the week was still 2.8 kilograms, or over 6 pounds lost that week. That's impressive. Phase 3 lasted a day before to the day of weigh-in. A complete fast was commenced with no food or water being consumed. The patient underwent 4 cycles of induced sweating using a hot water bath and wraps. and dropped from 72.3 kilograms to 67 kilograms in 1 day. That's a total drop of 5.3 kilograms or almost 12 pounds in 1 day. Granted, it was all water weight, but it gives us an idea of what's possible at the highest levels of weight loss. Now that's just dangerous. This is not something I would ever recommend you try yourself. Even though the patient had an entire healthcare and coaching team monitoring him, the excessive dehydration he experienced ended up causing some kidney damage. And as a result, these types of athletes may experience increased long-term kidney disease risks. They also found significant increases in his sodium levels, to the point of nearly causing death. Although this increase in mortality is usually seen in intensive care patients rather than athletes. Unfortunately, this style of weight cutting has caused fatalities in the past. In 2013, a 26-year-old Brazilian MMA fighter, Leandro Souza, died just hours from his scheduled weigh-in due to complications from his weight cut. And in 2015, a 21-year-old Chinese MMA fighter died due to severe dehydration, attempting to drop weight the day before his weigh-in. So it goes without saying that you should not be attempting this yourself. Let me know in the comments down below if you have any other questions about weight cutting, and if you found this video interesting, please leave me a like. As before, I'm Dr. Brian Young, bringing you weight loss info on this channel. Subscribe and hit the notification bell if you're interested in learning more, and share it with someone you know can use the info.